But
The market
the
did well,
market's
Darryl.
different. Well, listen, the market was definitely part of it. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, you do have to buy at a certain price to be able to sell at a certain price and forecast and do it in the right amount of time and do it for the right amount of money. You know, like it can run away from you pretty quickly, right? Especially if you don't know what you're doing. It can run away really quickly, and then people smell that you're a rookie. So guess what happens?
They're starting to close loopholes on all that too, right? With like the no flipping taxes and all this stuff that's coming into play, because there's a bunch of those people that said, oh, this is my principal residence. And well, if I flipped it and didn't move into it, that would have been income tax. But now it's capital gain free because it's my principal residence. Well, the feds now are saying, yeah, we're not going that way anymore. We're going now, if you move within a certain amount of time, guess what? That's also income tax.
Any gains you made are going to be
and that kills it.
Taxable.
Completely kills the deal. Trust me. Like most people are not planning on paying that tax.
If you're on a 20% margin, you just lost it to the government.
Gone.
Right? Yeah.
Gonzo.
So I have a couple that are come to us after they've had this amazing business plan. And not only is there no money to be made, but there was actually lenders last year who were giving people over leveraged property. So they were financing them at like 110, 120% loan to value, saying, we trust you. You're going to do the renovations and you bought at X and you need the money for renovations. We'll give you more money than you even paid for the house so that you have the money to renovate because we think it's going to be worth more after you're done. That was a mortgage. That was a product that was out there.
And that is like that is like 2006 American stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, I knew guys. So one of my best friends is a realtor in Seattle, and they were literally handing out loans at 110 to 120% of value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is where you get in really bad shape.
I trust you. You'll get the renovations done. You know what you're doing. You're going to use that.
Who's lending?
You're not going to go to the casino with that money.
What idiot is lending that money?
Mix. The ones that I know about are Mix.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Even the most that I can find here, the most like aggressive Mix are still like it's got to be 75%.
Yeah.
This 75% of what? Now, purchase or current value?
Of purchase.
Current value. Well,
right.
Current value, right?
Same thing whenever you're doing
usually it's the same thing. Yeah. But the one that I know about was in Alberta too. It was a lender that was out in Alberta. But I just heard about it. There's also private lenders and stuff like that who are doing all that type of stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of scary things like that coming. So there's still a ton of mess to clean up. So are you seeing any of those messes right now? Like, I don't know, maybe our market's different. You're saying people don't have second mortgages. We got second mortgages on half the properties that I
see on every like light post, third mortgages. Call me.
You know,
in her Arabic.
I don't know.
I definitely do not see that here. So I have through kind of being mentored through my business partner over the years, I've had a really tight connection with a bankruptcy trustee. So I've been dealing with bankruptcies since, let's call it 2010. I know them quite well. I haven't done one since, let's call it 2017, maybe was the last one, because everybody can just cash and sell out. But when I talk to him, actually, I'm trying to get him on our show, but I don't know if he'll do it. When I talk to him, there's very scary stories. There are tons of people that have very, very, very scary stories. But here's one thing that he's noticed that he told me is there is no appetite, zero appetite right now for the CRA to collect. And usually a lot of his clients are, the debt is owed to the CRA. So if the CRA stops calling, what motivation do you have to sell? Right? What motivation do you have? So a big issue that we had is when lockdown happened, his phones dried up because at that point, people could defer mortgages, do all sorts of things, but the collectors stopped collecting. And at some point, that appetite, I would assume, has to come back. So these people have, and here's an example.
That's a dangerous situation.
But is it, Darryl? Watch this. So one guy, he tells me the story of one particular guy, and he had a property. He owed the CRA, I don't know, let's put a number on it, $400,000. He's got to go bankrupt. This is February 2020. And then just 6 months ago, he follows up with the guy. He sold the property, paid off his mortgage, paid off the CRA, paid off absolutely everybody. Actually, I don't know if he paid off the CRA or if he's just got that money sitting there waiting for the CRA to ask for it again. But he because of the run up in the market, he cleared all his debts. So that was somebody that was going to go bankrupt. But they now have avoided it completely by selling their property to somebody else who I'm going to assume can afford it. And they were able to clear everything up. So they're not going bankrupt.